Hello students. In previous class we interacted with each other and I discussed about the syllabus. The inorganic and physical chemistry syllabus comprises of total 5 units. From today onwards I will start the topics one by one. Today I am going to start unit 1, that is periodic properties. Today is lecture 1 of the unit 1. Today we will discuss about the periodic properties, the Mendeleev's periodic table, periodic law, and the benefits and drawbacks of the Mendeleev's periodic table. So let's start. Classification of the elements. The first question arises here that what is the need to classify the elements? As we all know that there are lots of elements in the nature, and to study those elements we want certain rules or classification, because without classification it is very difficult to learn about all the elements which are present in the universe. Lots of elements are there. They are having different physical and chemical properties. And if you want to know about all the properties, and it is also very difficult to memorize all the properties, that which element is metallic in nature, which are non-metallics, other gaseous elements, etc. So obviously it requires some classification to read about the different type of elements, because due to the classification we can easily learn about all the elements. So the arrangement of the known elements according to their properties in a tabular form is known as the classification of the elements. That means all the elements can be classified in a tabular form, and in one class all the similar type of elements can be kept. So to classify all the elements, it is necessary to check the properties of all the elements so that we can group them into the different clusters. Okay. In 1869, Mendeleev gave the periodic law to classify all the elements which are present in the universe. According to periodic law, the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic weights. This is the periodic law which was given by the Mendeleev. That means all the properties, whether it is a physical property or the chemical property, these all are periodic functions of their atomic weight. That means after a certain weight, the chemical and physical properties are repeated. Okay. So when the elements are arranged in the order of their increasing atomic weights, the elements with similar properties reoccur at regular intervals. Like if it occurs after the 10 or 12 or 15 interval, that means the first is having the similar property as the 15th is having, if it is repeated by 15 numbers. Okay, then again the 30th element is having same number. If it is repeated with the interval of 10, so first 10, 20, 30 all are having similar properties. So after a particular interval of atomic weights, the properties are repeated. Okay, and on the basis of the periodic law, Mendeleev arranged all the elements in the form of a table, which is known as periodic table. So first Mendeleev gave a periodic law which was based on the atomic weight, and then according to atomic weight he draw the periodic table and arranged all the elements in that periodic table. Clear? Mendeleev's periodic table. Here in this slide you can see this one is Mendeleev's periodic table. The periodic table was formed in 1869 and it is a very simple periodic table. You can see here this periodic table is having only 6 periods and 8 groups. So these horizontal rows are known as periods, clear? And vertical rows, vertical columns are known as the groups. So this was a very simple periodic table which was earlier given by the Mendeleev, and it is having very limited number of elements, very limited number of periods and very limited number of groups. Later on, when the periodic table was modified, after that the number of groups and periods were increased, lanthanides, actinides also included in the table, and the number of elements also increased. So initially the periodic table was very simple, which is having only 6 periods and 8 groups. And it is also very essential to remember that all the horizontal rows are known as periods and all the vertical columns are known as groups. Clear? So always remember these two terms, periods and groups. Important contribution of Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table was initial periodic table, and it was very simpler. As I already discussed that the size of the table is smaller as compared to the modern periodic table. Also it is having very fixed number of rows and columns. So number of groups are lesser than the modern periodic table. The Mendeleev's periodic table are also having some few elements as compared to the modern periodic table. So number of elements are lesser. But it was very important because this was the starting of the classification of the elements. Before Mendeleev's law, there was no classification of the elements, and it was very much difficult to study the elements. Like nowadays we know that the certain compounds are classified as alkali metals, so all those are having some similar properties. Some elements, some groups of elements are classified as metals, so we can guess that all the elements which falls under the metal are having similar metallic properties. Some gaseous compounds are also having a classification. So by taking cluster of elements, we can guess the property of all the elements which are present in a particular cluster, in a particular group. Clear? So the contribution of Mendeleev's periodic table was very important in the classification of the elements. The major contribution are systematic study of elements and correction of atomic masses. Systematic study of the elements. The Mendeleev's periodic table simplified the study of chemistry of elements. Knowing the property of one element in a group can be easily guessed. Like I have already discussed that according to law, the property is repeated after a certain atomic weight. Clear? So on the basis of the atomic weight, all the elements are grouped. That means all the elements which are present in a single group are repeated after a particular interval, and they must have some similar properties. So if we know the property of one element in a particular group, then we can easily guess properties of other elements which are present in that similar group. Clear? That means in a group, elements are having similar properties, or if the property is slightly different, then it is increasing or decreasing. But the property is not totally different. Like if in one group one element is metal and another is gas, this cannot be happen. If the first element is metal, then all the elements in that group must be of metallic nature. Maybe the metallic nature is more or less. Clear? Like a metal may be soft or may be hard. But if all the elements in a metallic group, then all the elements are having metallic properties. So by knowing one element's property in a group, we can easily guess the property of other elements in that similar group. Clear? Second is correction of atomic masses. The Mendeleev's periodic table helped in correcting the atomic masses of same element based on their position in the table. When the Mendeleev formed the table and arranged the elements according to their molecular weight, he found that some elements are having different molecular weight, but according to their arrangement, the molecular weight comes different. So he also corrected the molecular weight of some elements. For example, initially the reported molecular weight of beryllium was 13.5, but when Mendeleev arranged the elements, he found that the beryllium occurs at the molecular weight 9. So he corrected the beryllium's molecular weight from 13.5 to 9. Similarly, with the help of this table, atomic masses of indium, gold, platinum, etc. were also corrected. That means initially the calculated or the reported molecular weight of these elements was different. Clear? But when the Mendeleev arranged all these elements in a table, he found that the position is different from their from their atomic weight. So he corrected the atomic weight of these elements. So this was a very important contribution of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Defects of Mendeleev's periodic table, or you can say the limitations of the Mendeleev's periodic table, and due to these limitations the new periodic table was formed. As you all know, and if you are going to compare with the modern periodic table, you can find that there are lots of things which was not present in the Mendeleev's periodic table. So these are the three major defects of Mendeleev's periodic table, which was checked, and after that the modern periodic table was formed. So first defect is position of hydrogen. Hydrogen is placed in group 1. However, it resembles the element of group 1. Group 1 is of alkali metals, as well as the elements of group 7A, that is halogen. So hydrogen is having some similarity with alkali metal and some similarity with halogens. As hydrogen is gas, so obviously halogens are also gas, so it is having gaseous properties like halogen. But elements of group 1, because hydrogen is having only one atomic number, so because of that it is in group 1. And this defect is still present in modern periodic table, because it is very difficult to choose that whether hydrogen should be kept in group 1 or group 7A. Both are having valencies of 1, but halogens are electronegative, whereas the alkali metals are electropositive. Clear? So that's why the classification of hydrogen in these two groups is still not confirmed, because this defect is also present in the modern periodic table. Clear? The second one is position of isotopes. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element having different atomic masses but same atomic number. Therefore, according to Mendeleev's classification, because Mendeleev's classification was based on the atomic masses, so these isotopes should be placed at different places depending upon their atomic masses. But this was not done in the Mendeleev's table. Like if chlorine is there in Mendeleev's table, all the isotopes of chlorine are present at a similar position. But it is not possible according to the Mendeleev's periodic law, because that law is based on the atomic weight. That's why the modern periodic table is based on the atomic number, so that we can keep all the isotopes at a single place. Clear? The third one is position of lanthanide and actinides. The 14 elements of lanthanum and 14 elements actinum was not there in the Mendeleev's periodic table, and these are clearly written or clearly given a separate position in the modern periodic table, because these are having some different type of characteristics. So this is the basic summary about the Mendeleev's periodic table, some importance of periodic table and some defects in periodic table. Students, this is all for today. Thank you for listening carefully. In next class, we will discuss about the modern periodic table.